Hey guys, welcome back to today's live stream, and let's jump to the charts quickly and see what do we have here. Alright, so I don't know if you guys followed my my post on my community tab last night, but let me jump to an hourly so I can show you guys what I've posted. And basically what it is, we all got this liquidity which we've been talking about for a while now, and then we've got this nice IFEG that formed on the hourly last night. It's holding price, so I would like to see price expand from here today. There's obviously liquidity there, but there's all this you know, liquidity up here. I don't know if we're going to get one big candle up there, but maybe not. So let's see if this inverted fair value gap holds price and send it higher today for us. There is news in the next 30 minutes. So it's PMI, and let's sit back and wait and see how everything plays out. All right, let's start off here and see quickly if we got a little gap there. Nothing massive, so nothing to worry about. So now what I'm looking for is that first fair value gap to form. Okay, let's give it some time here. Let me take this off, and it's okay. So let's do this first. Alright, so there's nice equal highs here as a target, EQH. And we are, so maybe this is our first fair value gap. If this white candle doesn't fall there, I'm going to mark that out as the first fair value gap. Let's just give it some time here. Alright, so that's not a fair value gap because we just filled that gap there. So now we just have to wait. We can see a spike below this inverted fair value gap. Remember, this orange box is the hourly inverted fair value gap. Price is playing around in here. There's Nice equal highs here as well. Equal highs up here. And also price is literally at a nice at a pivot. So I'm expecting price to do some sort of a bullish move from here because of this inverted fair value gap. And now we just have to sit and wait and see if that's what we're gonna get here. Out as equal lows, relatively equal, so we might see a bounce down here and then a nice move to the upside. But we're yet to see, and we could see that fair value gap formed here that gets inverted or anything to that effect. Remember, our first fair value gap is after the first 30 minutes or 9:30, and now so far no gaps yet. Alright, so let's see what happens. So obviously bullish from this inverted fair value gap, this orange box, relatively equal lows here. There's lots of liquidity there, there's liquidity up here, and then obviously we'll start targeting higher levels of liquidity. Alright, so let's see if we're gonna run this lows first and then give us opportunity to take a nice entry to the upside. So far from 9:30 there's no fair value gap, so no first fair value gap yet. Okay, maybe this is the fair value gap that's going to form here. Let's give it some time and see. I just want to see. So my 21,200 is the level I'm targeting. Sorry, what was it? 21,200 daily target. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay, 21,200. My target today is 21,200. Boom. Let me know what your targets are for today, and let's see who's targeting what here. Alright, so let's see if this is literally going to be the first fair value gap. This black candle spike below this inverted fair value gap, but not close below it. So far so good. Alright, so let's see. Remember, we've got news at 10 o'clock, which is in the next, where are we now? 20 minutes. This is obviously the first fair value gap. That's just the right color. Okay, let's call it that. Alright, so first fair value gap is formed. I'm not taking any buys yet. I would like to see price come above here. Don't like the way price is actually closing below that. But let's have a look at the 1 hour quickly. Alright, so what we could see, obviously we've got all this liquidity up here. And then we've got little equal highs, and this obviously we need to see where this hourly candle, if it's going to pull back and invert that little first fair value gap. That could possibly be sending price higher, or we can see aggressive push down, try to take this low out first and then form some sort of reversal to the upside. But if we close below this, then obviously I'm not looking for buys yet, because this was a good buy right there, but yeah, we need to see where this 1 hour closes. And it could be that this white candle goes and invert this fair value gap, then that would be a nice setup to take long. But let's see. This could also be a test on this low, which is at that midpoint, which is equal to that low there, and that could you know, be some sort of a resistance as well. Alright, let's see if this white candle is going to close above here. Then we could see a test into the first fair value gap to send it higher. Just going to take this out so we can see it properly. And then we've got close equal, you know, liquidity to target. Let's see if we can get. Don't try to jump into early nil. Let's wait for this candle to close. Press the button if it's there, because I want to see some sort of a retest here. Okay, so that's inverted. Great to see that test. Unlucky, so we didn't get it. So maybe we go through these highs and that first. I'm going to leave this order here because so many times I've cancelled it, tried to make another high, it doesn't, then come back, tap me in and then rally up. Also guys, we've got news at 10, so don't try to rush into any trades anyways. 20 minutes left, 20 or 18 minutes left, so let's just see. Oops. Okay, so let's see how aggressive it wants to push through these equal highs. let's look at something quickly here. So 930, that's the low. So that's more going to be the high. That's the low. That's the first 15 minutes range. So we could see something coming down here and then expand, taking it out for those breakout traders who likes to trade that and then run, rally higher. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's see if this is actually going to form a swing low. Then we've got little equal lows, which is obviously good for this fair value gap to see price spike into it. Like there. So now we're in the trade. Let's see if we can run up the page to those equal highs there. It would be nice to see some sort of a rejection here, not this push down. Nice to see some push up here because we're getting close to that that macro time, which is starting at 9:50. See if we want to, this first fair value gap is not going to play against us here, but there is news coming out, so we might see a little bit of a sideways. Lots of liquidity here, then also liquidity on this side.